This is Jonathan Aguirre for Seconds Out. I'm joined by CEO of Matchroom Boxing, Frank Smith. Frank, what do you make of tonight's card? Action-packed.
Yeah, great night, just as we said it would be. It was a stacked card from top to bottom. Dillian Whyte, as always, he came out, he showed what he can do. He showed, a lot of people thought Rivas would go in there and cause him some serious problems. And Rivas' amateur background, undefeated as a pro. I think Dillian showed, as always, he comes through and he gives 100%. Gave the fans a great night and a great stacked card, top to bottom.
Now, Dillian Whyte had to get off the canvas tonight to win. What kind of statement is that to show that, as you said, Oscar Rivas has a lot more amateur pedigree and he showed that he could tough it out when he needed to?
Yeah, I think that's great. It's great. He's shown it before in the Joseph Parker fight. He got up off the canvas there. But you must say as well, Oscar Rivas, what a fighter. I'm sure he'll be back. Tough guy. And fair play to him for giving it all in there.
And Dave Allen versus David Price. David Price won on points. Do you think he's going to get the credit he deserves tonight?
Yeah, he should do. Dave Price won on points.
Price,
yeah. Sorry, I got confused. Yeah, but Dave Allen's had some good wins recently, especially his last one. A great stoppage against Lucas Brown. But David Price deserves the credit. He stayed in this 12 rounds, and that's where David Price has really been sort of criticised in the past, that he sort of lets it go midway through the fight. So I personally think he did a great job, and all credit to Dave Allen getting in there, and hopefully that everything's okay with Dave.
Yeah, and obviously Derek Chisora again steps up to the plate against Artur Spilga. He went, let's not forget, 9 rounds with Deontay Wilder. I mean, what kind of statement is that to the heavyweight division from Derek tonight?
I think it's brilliant from Derek. After his last fight against Senad Gashi, although Senad didn't really come to fight, I don't believe, in that fight, Derek really needed that big win. And in a heavyweight division that's so lively now, that will be very important for him, to get some big fights.
And obviously Joseph Parker's being lined up next. Is that a possible fight for the end of the year?
Yeah, definitely possible. Joseph had another good comeback fight in on our US show in Providence, and I think it's a perfect fight for the two of them. Derek is a huge name and had some great wins recently, so I think it's a perfect fight for them.
Now, obviously, Lomachenko, you announced today, will fight Luke Campbell for the unified lightweight titles. How much of a chance do you give Luke Campbell and that chance of, obviously, pound for pound, number one, Lomachenko?
Yeah, as you say, it's great to have Lomachenko here. We've been lucky enough to bring some great fighters over, and Lomachenko now is pound for pound, I think, number one right now. It's great for the British fans to be able to see such a star. But, Luke Campbell, who, you can't forget, has won Olympic gold medals. Kugan Cassius there. Still won Olympic gold medal, both of them Olympic gold medalists. I think, although he hasn't sort of done everything he could in the pro ranks, I think he's got a great style for the fight against Lomachenko. Don't get me wrong, tough fight, but I give Luke Campbell every hope and every chance in there.
Obviously, Joshua Ruiz, we just mentioned it. When can we expect an announcement on the rematch? Obviously, talks over the venue still. What's the update on that?
When you can know, you'll know. Is that okay?
That's all right.
I'm not. Do you know what? I'm quite. I'm the shy, retiring one who doesn't speak too much. So, if you want any gossip, you have to speak to Edward. I'm the one who keeps it tight-lipped.
I mean, where would you think the preferred destination venue rather would be in an ideal world for Frank Smith?
Frank Smith. Yeah. Probably at my house, because I don't get to spend much time there. So it would be quite nice to have a night. No, I think.
Would the UK give him more of an advantage?
I don't know in the mindset of a fighter what they go through, but I'm sure in some senses, he's just been to the US. It probably would be good for him to come back to the UK and get those belts back in the UK. But let's see what happens. I'm not going to guess for anyone. I'm not going to give you any clues because I'm not a clue giver. So sorry, but as soon as everyone can know, you'll know.
Anyway, tonight was Dillian Whyte's night, and I thank Frank Smith for his time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to Seconds Out.